This is for family court purposes, and this is going to be talking about mental health and the resources. Family court and civil court, I guess. I don't fucking know. I am for the judges. I've been going to this place for suicide prevention or suicide whatever. You have to be diagnosed with a mental illness for you to seek any further help. I am being labeled, I'm being diagnosed as schizoaffective disorder. I am not with that. I disagree with it. I refuse to take medication because I don't agree with the diagnosis in the first place. But even then, I refuse to take medication because it goes against my heritage and my beliefs. And this is going the hard way. I don't have a lawyer to get help. Even then, if I did have money and did have a job, if I would have gotten a job and gotten the help, I would have lost every fucking thing that I've worked so hard to do. And I would have lost all my other memories that I have for my kids. I'm gonna help myself. No one fucking cares unless you have a mental illness. I am not money. I am not Medi-Cal. Tomorrow's not promised. So me making these documentaries, me making these fucking raw ass fucking videos, because I don't want to be here because I don't have my kids, because I was being harassed, being thrown under the bus when I'm calling out these fucking pedophiles in the fucking community, these fucking workers. All I want is help, therapy, something, but I can't get therapy because I need a diagnosis, and I don't agree with the diagnosis, and they want me to take medication. I know why I don't want to live, because I'm not being heard. And yesterday at the meeting that we were having, a group meeting, and one of the facilitators, like, or the helper, I don't know, made a fucking comment because I said, well, I don't agree with this. I want to die. I'm looking forward to it. I'm planning my funeral. And that's what makes me happy right now. That's what like actually keeps me going. But knowing the fact that I'm not going to get my happy ending or my wish fulfillment, because either way I will not be heard when I'm dead. I know I won't. Because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to be buried with my dad or my son. Just like how I lost 5 years with you boys, how I couldn't get out. I have to expect the worst and expect the worst. But how am I going to do that? How am I going to process that? How am I going to deal with it? I don't need no fucking medication. I'm against the United States. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus. It's a cult. Religion is a fucking cult. So in these videos, my sons, I wanted you. You have a reason. I made you. You have a purpose to go on. I fulfilled my duties. I'm done. No one wants me. I've been thrown away like trash. That's fine. I could do a lot of things with trash. It says recycle. So, but I'm not coming back. I do. No way. I'll come back to Earth. I don't want to be a human. I don't want to live. I'm done. But I was told, I will get my soul from this. I will get what I wanted since childhood. I wanted my family, and I'm getting that. There's a reason why I had to stop talking to my mother. And my dad's like, get her, get her. And then my mom the other day is in your life. She don't want to fucking listen why I'm asking, why I'm telling her. I'm telling her I'm a medium psychic. Go watch the fucking YouTube videos. Go fucking watch them. If you're not gonna fucking listen to me, go fucking watch the YouTube videos. But no, she won't. If anything, she'll block me. If anything, she will report me. She will fucking report me. I'm done with her. So I called. So this place called another place for me. It's called Telecare. Fuck Telecare. And fuck 988 too. Same with Laura's house. These resources that are claiming that they have funding to help and whatnot, and they help, no, call 211. You have a diagnosis and you take medication. Like my therapist that I had before, the Stephanie People one, and Joseph Guzman. I want them in jail. I want them fucking fired. I want the Maria, whatever her last name is, Maria and Luis from Orange County Mental Health Facility, the adult behavior. I know I left that whole thing a message, a Google review. Look at my fucking Google review. I'm leaving my children Google Maps. I'm leaving them whatever knowledge I have. Fire, life in prison. Fuck these professional help. Fuck you guys for going to school and getting paid for this shit. I don't want to help out. Or the people go, I always wanted to be a cop. Oh, fuck you. You only want to be because you were programmed to be like that. No. What do you really want to do? What do you last day? What was your last fucking fulfillment? Just like your last fucking meal. Just like my dad, he's still here. But it's part. As he's not here in human form, but he's here in spirit, like my grandfather. On Earth or in Orange County, for instance, there's Lion Streets, and right there. As soon as I get there, it feels like Anaheim. It does not like Anaheim. It feels like Anaheim. It's like the moment I cross right there, I am teleported back into Anaheim. And Harbor and Anaheim area, in the city of Anaheim. It would be almost around the police station, Anaheim police station, if anyone's familiar with that. And if you know this area in the Santa Ana like on First, like First Street, and trying to give me anyways, by the freeway. But it's not Anaheim. It's not Anaheim. I would have it's hard, like teenagers. I think teenagers, kids. If you walk around, especially for you to walk around, know your community, know who's in it, know the people who are wearing masks. I do mirrors, like mirrors. Mirrors are good. I use mirrors is you can see what's in the back of you. You can also flip it. You can also reflect the person who you're talking with. You can mirror their energy back. You can give them their own taste of their medicine. And when you do that, you find if you like that kind of energy or not. I do want the tarot readers on social media, because I know I can't get the help because of these answers and these tarot cards, because they're doing cards, but yeah, I bet you anything, a lot more taking medication for some kind of mental illness that they think they have. Some are probably not, but I'm gonna say 50-50. Fuckers, you are the problem. You guys are so fucking full of it. Even the homeless ones. And the ones that are doing family court and they're doing tarot cards and taking medication. Oh, you guys. Karma full fucking force. You're playing stupid. Why are you going to keep following the government's rules? Why are you going to still keep thinking like the government has your back? Why are you still thinking that the government is going to save you or tell the fucking truth when they never had? Where are your roots? Where are your family? Why are you acting the way you're acting? Some other entity calling you. I would like to also add domestic violence. Postpartum depression. I dealt with postpartum depression, and domestic violence. Postpartum depression is part of domestic violence. How you say? Why you say? Okay, scientists. This is here. Scientists and doctors. For women, there's hardly any research or studies. We're like the sea. We're like the ocean. We're like the deep abyss. We're like the bottom of the ocean where no one fucking knows who we fucking are. If you're dealing with postpartum depression, it means you're dealing with also abuse, you're violence. Because that babe, let's say, okay, you're pregnant, right? And the husband, boyfriend thinks, oh, fuck everybody he wants. It's his time to drink. His time to do it because the baby is born, right? No. Your spouse or husband fucks somebody while you're pregnant and then fucks you, you best believe you're gonna get that shit. You're gonna get that entity, you're gonna get that energy, you're gonna get it. And it's gonna affect you because you're like, what is going on? I don't know why I'm feeling like this. No, the other person does though, but the other person's gonna gaslight them. Why? Because your baby feels everything. There's a connection to that you can't see, and a word that you can't see. Whatever the husband's doing, it's gonna do it to the baby. Weird, right? So weird. even though the baby's inside you and the baby's no longer inside that man nutsack, it's still there. It's still, that presence is still there. It's just like when a father has a spouse or a love, or they got their significant other pregnant, wants to abort the baby. That father's gonna feel it. That father's like, either way, the father's gonna feel it. So what makes you think that the mother's not gonna feel that father cheating? After, when the baby is born, that baby comes out, that baby has to get all that energy, and that's what you get. You have to now you have to separate the thoughts. Now you have to go, what was the baby and what was yours and what was somebody else's. Scientific, but these medical doctors have blood on their hands, because a lot of people, and I did want to go, I did want to die. I just kept trying to find truth and proof and answers. Nothing. Pickleball. I want to talk about the pickleball courts and Matthew Perry. Pickleball and mental health issues. The pickleball, I believe, was a gimmick to get funding, and then whoever outsourced the pickleball, like let's say a contractor has money, right? And the contractor has hookups with the city, and it's a family friend or family friend or a family member that has a contract, and it's in the and then that's how mafia and cartel works, you know. Has a contracting with either like permits or some kind of field, right? And okay, I'm gonna talk about my ex-husband and his father. Welding. He's a welder. He ended up getting an own business, right? And so within his own business, he has a lot of roadblocks and things that he has to abide by, right? Well, let's say he's dirty, okay, but he has a friend in the city, and the city can they work up a deal with him, and let's say he ends up blackmailing one of the city members or whatnot, and they end up getting more funding from the government, and then the government gives them more funding because the welder wants more money when it really wasn't. It doesn't cost that much. It's just that he wants to up it because he knows he can get the funding for the city. Instead, the city saying, no, this is our budget, we can do it. But no, he has hookups, and even the city can say, hey, ask for this because you can get it, you know, because you're a specialist or something, you know, or you're really highly trained, or we want you and you're top of the line, you know, shit like that. So it can happen. And then, so then he does the work, and then the welders, and then he does the work for welding with the city. And this never happened, but I'm just saying this is an example. So then the city ends up giving him a good name, and then he uses that on his resume, and then he goes to, like, let's say Congress or like the White House to work on the fucking fence, you know, in the front. So then the White House is like, oh, okay, I can give you money because you have this on your resume. You look good, you know. But meanwhile, he's getting He's getting money. He's getting overpaid. And he's not letting the others benefit or work, or because he's doing all the work, and then he has a son doing it, and then he's making his son work overtime, and whatever it is, that's what I'm saying. It's just dirty people do dirty things. Dirty people do shitty things to other people. There's other things that can go, even like with gardening, how to put up a playground, like with parks, contractors. There's a lot of contractors that are dirty, and Trump would know this because he's a businessman. So this is where I'm going with Trump, is because he's a businessman and he knows dirty shit, and he knows how to play chess. And when you play chess, you kind of when you play this type of chess, because I don't know how to play chess, I don't, but my son does. But in the spiritual realm, they keep saying chess. It's like chess. It's like chess. But I'm letting the spirits do it for me, so they're moving me, and I'm just like learning. I'm just learning off the synchronicities and the patterns that are going on. So who's at, and they're watching me, I think they can like get the picture, see what I'm putting down, see what I'm throwing. So I know Trump has strategies. He's a businessman, and this is business because it's a corporation. It's a corporate. He's onto something here. It's like that Billie Eilish song. It's like, I'll be the bad guy kind of type thing. Wow, China really fucked us over, and Japan. But you know what? It's kind of sad, because the United States brought it on to themselves. We're just like innocent bystanders that don't know shit when we should have. A lot of kids, a lot of teenagers don't know what they're here for. No one's telling them what they're here for or what their purpose is. They're here to lift the vibration. They're here to help the hurt animals. They're here to make peace. They're here to reconnect our animals to each other. There are a lot of animals that have been, there's a lot of humans that have been reincarnated as animals. I have gotten that picture loud and clear. I've even gotten horses that have been human or are human. So that is kind of interesting. Very interesting. And I believe these are the horses from war. So if anyone has a, like, let's say you are a child or a teenager and you're just obsessed with horses and you want to know more about horses, or you just have a drawn to horses, something, look into that further and see. You were probably a horse in your past life, and you probably either like had families, or like war happened and someone was riding your ass and you got stabbed and you had to You had to do that. Think about it. Just think about it. But I do not believe in the schizophrenia. I don't believe in schizodefective disorder, and I do not believe in bipolar. I I don't believe in God or Jesus. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in religion. And I'm starting to not believe in angels. Even though I believe that they're different. I just even don't even like the name angel. I don't. Well, that's just me. That's a me problem. I miss my kids. I truly miss my kids. Schools full of propaganda and lazy parents and pedophiles and monsters grooming your children. What about now? Does your children know how to live without you? Does your children know about earthquakes and natural disasters? Does your children know how to stop a fire, call 911, know their address by heart, know how to get home? Where is their safe person? I don't know either. Why fear? Why put fear in death? Why put fear in the unknown instead of just educating people on the unknown and spiritual realm? I go to the cemetery. I love going to the cemetery. I do get, it's like the hospital. It's like limbo. I'm laying on the grass in the cemetery, alive, floating in on a living rock on a blue planet in space, just spinning around, orbiting whatever another universe. I don't fucking know. I just know circles, keep motion. The more you spin around, the more bullshit you get away from, I think. And then too, okay, so I moved in, I moved into this apartment with my mother, and I don't know how she got it. It's like a freak, because she knows people. She knows people who are in the military, and so anyway, she got this apartment by the base, and so anyways, I was always not fascinated. I don't like to use it because fascinated to me is more like this is gruesome. I wouldn't like to use the word fascinating in this way, because I feel like fascinating is like joyful or happy, but this is not. Walter Collins. It's something that was always haunting to me. That case, something that a mother should never have gone through, something that a child should have never gone through. And the community small back then. So let's see if you can see this. Okay. Um and he passed away. So, but my mom, I had the key thing still, the key fob thing still, cause it reminds me of Walter, and then that Woody part reminds me of Toy Story. And my son used to love Toy Story. And I wanted to get him the Woody doll. He really wanted the Woody doll so much. And I remember we ended up getting him the Woody doll. Uh, but that comes with that comes with dark too. Because my cousin Ricky bought him, I believe it was, bought him the Woody doll, and she bought him the Buzz Lightyear doll. So he got them together right away. And I didn't like that she got them expensive gifts. I didn't like my kids getting expensive gifts from my uncle or cousins, because I knew that it was something else to it. I wanted them to spend time. I didn't want them to spend money on it. And my cousin did that. My cousin Ricky, she did that with my nephew and nieces, and with my boys. She would spoil the fuck out of my nephew and nieces, give them all these fucking toys, take them to Disneyland, and then with my kids, she would not do that. She would not spoil them. She would not do any of that. And I was kind of okay with that. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that, right? But she was trying to get a reaction out of me. She wanted something. She's like, why is she getting mad? How come she's not getting jealous? I'm like, to me, Ricky, what you were fucking doing was fucking wrong. Ricky Hicks was her name, and she was married to Larry Hicks. Now, Larry Hicks, her husband, found out that my uncle was a pedophile way before, but my uncle George blackmailed my cousin's husband, because Larry, his name was Larry, cheated on my cousin Ricky with some white girl and found him on the couch with her. Now, he did not tell Ricky until later on, and then Ricky found out. But the blackmail happened. And then when Jerome lost his leg, that's when shit hit the fan. That's when Larry said, like, I can't do this shit anymore. Not only is he grossing me out, he's gonna get us all fucked over. So Larry didn't do that, and then there was a big altercation because they literally left him to pretty much die. And I was kind of mad at the time, and I didn't know this was all coming out, and I was still trying to see what was happening, because he could have died at least twice. He was in a coma because of diabetes. That's when also there was red flags too. There was red flags. But boy, oh boy, if you have that indigenous blood and you're doing wrong by the community, if you're doing wrong by your bloodline, and you're fucking over the children, oh, it's coming to you. It's coming. It's eating you up slowly inside. And I saw it. He's dying. Took his leg, gave him diabetes, because he's too focused on kids. He's too focused on little kids to take care of himself. So he's letting himself down, and it's showing because he's too busy focusing on his sexual desires on kids rather than his desire on self-care and being stronger and not fucking little kids. Fucking piece of shit. And my mom's asking, why did you want me back in your life? Bitch, because you got the answers that I fucking need. To think that you were gonna die with this information? Oh, bitch, please. You got another thing coming. And yet, you go on my grandmother's grave, my grandfather's grave, my aunt's grave, and you sit in the grave with that fucking negativity, with the thought, with that mindset that you're fucking me over. Oh my god, that's another fucking evilness. It's like someone on your grave, and it's like, yeah, it's just like that, going on your someone's grave and then just shit talking to your kids while your kids are alive. Truth. I want the truth. Domestic violence is a community effort. Multiple people are involved, trying to control. So when I'm no longer here, I want you to edit the documentary, edit these YouTube videos. I don't want any of my shit in a museum. I don't want any of this in a Hollywood fucking film, or to be created in a Hollywood mindset, because I have feeling that could lead out to that. But I don't want that. I don't want a Selena. I don't want like a Hallmark or Lifetime story shit. If that, I'm just planning it out, but I don't want any of that. I want you to work on the documentary together, and no fighting. Understand. Go back to your childhood. I get your shadow. I will be there. I will most definitely be there. In your childhood memories, I will be there with you boys. I promise. With all my heart, I promise. I will be there in your memories. In your dreams, I will be there. I will help you and I will guide you. You just call on me and I will help you get through with whatever you need to get through. It will be hard, it will be tough, but it's just like, I never jumped out of a plane before. But I've rode on a bike, and I jumped in the water, I jumped off to something high before. I've dealt with death before. So it's even birth. But since you are boys, it's different. This too shall pass. And it's just like a slide. You get scared at first, but then once you go down, you're like, that's not so bad. I can do it again. And then you get that high. First you're scared, and then you're like, okay, I can do it. And then you love it. You love it so much. But then there is a time where that feeling just goes away. And you do need to take a break. It gets tiring. That joy just goes away. It's okay to go and try another, even maybe a higher slide. See if that will come back, that joy comes back. But remember, that fear of jumping that first time does get scary. So they keep referencing me with skydiving, jumping out of a plane. So that's where my mind focus is at, is This is just going to be like jumping out of a plane. Everyone's scared at first. Everyone's fucking terrified at first. And you go. And I'm not going to do bungee jumping. It's different. This is they're saying plane. There's a different kind of freedom just jumping out of a plane and just being in that moment, free falling. And the difference with the bungee cord is you're gonna go back. A cord is gonna pull you back up. A cord, and you don't want the cord. It's yeah. I guess I'm gonna go. I love you boys. This is my rant. For family court purposes and for the judges, for the military, for police, for scientists, for scientific proof. I don't fucking know, but I'll see you boys later. I love you and I miss you, and hope to see you again soon, boys.